Alright, well, I wanted to do an honest review on the Fiskars Splitting Ax. So, truth be told, I have always kind of not liked Fiskars stuff because I always thought they were cheaply made, and I never understood the hollow plastic handle. But my maul got broken when we're taking a tree down, and I did not feel like splitting a whole bunch of wood with a regular axe. So after watching and reading some reviews, I decided, well, heck, let's give it a try. To be honest, I am very pleasantly surprised with this Fiskars axe. I prefer wooden handles, but with this one, there's very little vibration. That little flare at the end does make it very comfortable to swing as hard as you can, and the blade of the axe, I don't know how well you can see it, is super sharp when you buy it. Sharp enough that it actually cut my arm in a couple of spots just from pulling the axe out of stuck logs and it bouncing and kind of just landing on my arm. So be careful with that part. Did chip it a little bit at the edge right here. That's one of the reviews that I saw, as the guy was really not happy with it because he was like, oh, the edge rolled, this and that. I've been swinging this thing for about 3 days now, 2 to 3 hours a day, and it's still pretty much pristine except for that little chip at the end where I think I missed, or I hit the log and it bounced off and went into the ground, and I'm pretty sure I probably hit a rock and chipped it. So again, it's a small chip, it does nothing. Eventually what I'll do is I'll resharpen it, but at the moment I have no need in that. So works beautifully. I'm very genuinely surprised. I don't know if you can see by the handle, I did miss a couple of times and I hit it with the axe, with the handle on the wood, and it survived just fine. I'm going to keep testing it, see how long I can last with it before I completely destroy it. I like doing that with tools, unfortunately. But if you want to see this, hold on, you guys can see 1 second. That whole pile, all that wood is what I split in the last 3 days. Stacked it up, so it's a significant amount of wood. I'm 6'1", and it comes up to above my shoulder. Let's see if I come around. So, and that was all done with that Fiskars axe, and it held up beautifully. So if you're hesitant, go ahead and get it. This is actually the second tool that I've got from Fiskars that I was not expecting much from, and ended up being one of my favorite tools. The other one is their little shovel. I'll have to find it. I'll show you guys next time. But it's the little shovels, like hand shovel / knife that you use for gardening and stuff like that. I do landscaping as well, and I've used that thing more times than I can imagine. And I think the first one that I had, I used it for probably 4 or 5 years before it finally broke, and that's the first thing I went and got, is the same thing, that Fiskars hand axe. When they first came out, I honestly was not expecting anything from Fiskars tools because I saw them at Walmart and I thought it was just cheap junk tools, but as I said, I'm surprised. It doesn't mean that all of their tools are great. I'm willing to keep testing them, and then when I need tools, I'll probably give them a fair shot. But if they break, they break. If they're not quality, then I say it how it is. I don't buy tools just to have tools. I buy tools to use them and abuse them. So that's my opinion of that. So if you can see, the the end of it, this whole part was black as well, but it's nice and shiny now from me using it. The cover for it, don't lose it, keep it. It's a good way to keep your tools. This thing's sharp, and it's a good way to keep it from destroying anything else that you have. So it's a pretty nifty handle. I like it. See, that's my other axe. Wood handle. It's what I prefer, but as I said, I was genuinely very surprised with this Fiskars axe. Alright, thanks y'all.